What's up, everybody, and welcome to NarcoCopMMA. This is the Dana White Contender Series Week 9 breakdown. I'm your host, Mike, along with my co-host, Brandon. Brandon, we got Week 9, Week 10, and we're done. I think next week there's more than 5 fights. I think they have like 7. But yeah, it's been a pretty good year. Last week, again, we were pretty honestly spot on with most of those fights. A couple of surprises. I would say probably Alvidrez was the biggest surprise, but we both thought that he's a dog and like he's in that fight like to win it, you know? So
yeah, he was going to up the volume. Like we knew that he was going to be on the gas.
Yeah, I mean, he looked impressive. I mean, Cubanza looked like
slow.
I don't know, like slow and just like out of his realm, like against this guy, because he overwhelmed his ass, dude, like right away.
Yeah, he was a little disinterested, and I think the size was kind of a big deal too. I guess I didn't expect Alvidrez to be that tall, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty damn fucking big guy for the division. So yeah, I mean, let me fix this. I hate this shit with this camera. All right. Yeah, I mean, the other one, Louis Jourdain, dominate. I mean, he looked except for that one sequence, yeah, he looked very dominant, man. Very, very dominant. He looks UFC ready, to be honest. Even his brother, did you hear his brother say, like, he's always been better than me? He's better fighter than me. Did you hear that?
Oh, I've thought that for a long time, man. I love this tape. I thought that he's really, really good. Jourdain now, though, he's getting good, Charles, in the UFC. He's getting so much better. But at the time, yeah, for sure.
How about my GOAT, though? That's why I'm referring to this. You know who my GOAT is, right?
Ooh.
Curtis the Pink Panther Campbell, dude. You saw what he did.
He's the man, and he even got a picture with Joanna. I'm jealous, to be honest with you.
That guy, I'm telling you, he's a beast, man. He's gonna be good.
He'd probably smash Joanna.
I doubt it. This guy,
I think he's got aura like that. I think besides the looks, he's got it like that.
The other one surprising was Pinas. Like he really does have the touch of death, it seems like.
Yeah, he just walked through him. He didn't even give a shit.
Dude, he didn't give 2 shits. He's like, let me land my fists on you and see if you can handle it. And he just, destroyed him. Over to chat real quick. Dixon, Elijah, what's up? Azure, D's, Free Joshua, Breaking Bad, Daz Files, Bill Fay, DA07, and City Boy. We got 69 people, man. Everybody's watching the NFL. Like that's just what's going on a Monday night. So I don't blame them, but we still got to do our breakdowns. We still got to start out here. First fight of the night. It is in the light heavyweight division. It is the 30-year-old Luke Fernandez standing at 6'2", 74-inch reach with a 5-0 record against the 23-year-old Rafael Pergentino, 6'1". I have no idea what his reach is. Also 5-0. And his style, Brandon, that's a new one for me. Do you see that style right there? Not good
at anything.
That's the style I got for this guy. But
I feel like you're leading a little bit. You're leading a little bit on this one.
Well, I had to do that. Like you have to start it off, though. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Pergentino, I think he's going to smoke Fernandez. I think he's going to smoke him. You can't lead me like that. That's cheating. Not good at anything.
Is that the breakdown?
You can't lead me like that. Yeah, Luke Fernandez is legit. I think he's actually moves really well for the division. Big body, got skills, got grappling. Like this is a silly fight. Pergentino fighting guys in basketball shorts doesn't look very good. His body isn't developed quite yet, and he's super, super young. I mean, the under 1.5 should be fine here. I like Fernandez inside the distance.
I thought Fernandez early this morning. I looked at it, was minus 580. I think it's like really good value, honest to God. I'm not even lying. Like he should, outside of an injury, I'm not even kidding. He's not losing this fight outside of an injury. That's how bad this Rafael. Let me explain to you really quick. He's fighting for that gameness. It's a gameness gym. They're called the gameness MMA, whatever. It's a gym. And they fight like their fights are within their gym. I don't know if you saw that one fight where it's like a half cage and the other half is the wall of the gym.
It was kind of cool. I liked it.
What the fuck was that? It's like the padding, the padding on the wall. It's exactly what
just little cage panels.
Yeah, it was hilarious. And I'm watching I've never watched this guy, and I'm watching this. I'm like, where the fuck are they fighting? You could see the ceilings are so low that you could see the vents right above them, dude. It's like hilarious. And he's fighting like the one guy, the very first guy I saw, that Luis, I think it was Luis Rodriguez. Oh my goodness. I mean, that guy's not a fighter. There's no way. The way he was throwing punches and shit, he was throwing punches like this. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So anyways, I went in a little bit deeper. I'm like, maybe, this guy is probably going to get better over time. He's young. He's 23. And, bro, I watched his last fight against Eduardo Garnier, the only guy that had a pulse, by the way, that he fought. This Eduardo Garnier guy, right? This last guy that's 3-3. First of all, they fought at heavyweight. Let's start out there, right? This Eduardo Garnier guy is a 55er. You could see when they were fighting, like, he's super tiny. I'm like, how much this guy weighs? So I went back to his fight in 2023, and he's fighting at 155. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He's fighting at heavyweight now. So I'm like, okay, bro. The crazy part is he is absolutely lighting up Rafael. He almost stops him. Like, he's throwing unanswered punches. Rafael's hurt on the thing. The bell saves him. Round 2 comes out. The other guy's the aggressor again, but he's gassed now. He's gassed. Rafael gets his sloppy ass takedown, weirdest fucking takedown, and then he subs the guy because he subbed him. And then I'm like, dude, I went back and looked, and I'm like, this guy's a 55er. No wonder he looks so small. And so, like, bro, Rafael looks scared at face-offs. I mean, I have no idea how this is sanctioned, honest to God. He's going to kill him. Luke Fernandez is going to kill him. He's got zero chance. I don't want to hear any chances. Please don't say it. Don't say it. This guy has no chance.
You're a good storyteller. I watched the fight, but you had me along for the ride. I'm like, damn, what happened round 2? What's going to happen?
Oh, no, round two, the guy was just gassed.
He can't do anything. He can't wrestle well. And then you look at Fernandez. I thought Christian Edwards was going to beat him. Christian Edwards is big. He's tall. He's got skills. He can move really well. And Fernandez kind of beat the brakes off him too. I don't understand this fight. Yeah, this doesn't make a lot of sense.
I do. I read an article saying that UFC loves this guy or whatever. The internal people love Fernandez. So they literally found him the worst fucking guy that he could look.
Here you go, free entry.
That's the thing. He's like, there's no way he's not going to get a finish in this fight. Like, no chance. He's going to get.
I agree.
Like, the finish for this should be minus 10,000. He's going to finish him. Like, he's just.
And what is the under? It's only like minus 155 or something.
No, it's 280 now, 260.
Oh, okay. Someone's steaming it. Yeah.
I still think it's super. Like, this guy is not going to last 3 minutes. I'm almost certain he's not going to last half a round. That's how bad. 2 shots is
going to be out. It's going to be like a bare knuckle fight.
Dude, it was crazy watching that 55er just unload on this dude. I'm like, what's going on? So, yeah, I mean, there's not much else. This guy's, I think he's the worst guy maybe ever in the entire Dana White's Contender Series.
Interesting. Wow. Okay.
The worst guy I've seen on tape is this dude right here. I swear to God. I mean,
wow.
The way he punches, the way he grapples, really sloppy. He got reversed against, like, literally against a nobody. Like, these guys are like not even fighters he's fighting. And
are you going to take Fernandez under the 2.5 minutes? Under the half a round?
I promise you, if they offer it, I will 100% play it. I will play.
Maybe bet online.
How about
bet online.
How about this? I will play under a minute. I think he finishes him in under a minute. That's my hot take. That's how bad this dude Rafael is. And Fernandez can crack even on the feet. You know, he's
good.
Oh no, his fucking internet again. Don't do it to me. Oh, he's back. Your internet was acting.
All right, should we hit this next one? Because I feel like we're going to be on opposite sides of this next one.
All right, let's go on this next one. I like it. Let's move on because this is a smash spot. All right. That picture is a little rough for Luis Felipe. I don't know what happened with it, but I did put an aura pick for you for Donovan here. So we got middleweight division here. It's the 30-year-old Luis Felipe Diaz, 5'11", 73-inch reach, 15-5 record versus the 28-year-old Donovan Hedrick, 6'1". I have no idea what his reach is. And he's also 6-0, undefeated. I can kick this one off first. Maybe we have differing opinions. We talked about it a little bit, but Donovan Hedrick, here's my thing with him is it's like he's only fought on that Combat Night pro, whatever, Combat Pro that's in Florida. And, you know, pro and amateurs, he's never, ever been like past the 3-minute mark in any of these fights. I mean, okay, no fault to him, you know, like he's doing what he has to do against, you know, the cans that he's facing because they are literally cans, but he's finishing them all. You know, he's and his thing is, honestly, I thought I was going to see a stand-up guy. No, he takes people down and just smashes them. And I will say that one thing about him that kind of stuck out is I think he does have very good heavy hands. Honestly, I think his hands are very heavy. He's knocking people out like cold. The one knockout that was on the feet, he knocked the guy out cold, like bad. And so I do think he's pretty powerful. He looks a little athletic. The question for me about Donovan is what happens when the fight gets deep? What does his chin look like when he's never even been hit in any of these fights, bro. He's not even getting touched. And what happens then? Well, one other thing is he got on top of one of these guys. I can't remember who it was. It could have been the Cooper guy. He got reversed against that guy. And then he subsequently reversed him back and then eventually finished. Now, the last fight was probably the best fighter he's faced, Franklin Torres. Franklin Torres took him down pretty easily. But at the same time, he hurt himself. I don't know what that was, like the injury. And then Donovan, while this guy was hurt, hits him one time, Brandon, and he's out cold right in his face, like a ground.
That's 5 more shots to it.
Yeah. So, I mean, the guy does clearly seem to have power in his hands. I mean, he likes to grapple, though. He wants to get the fight to the ground from what I've seen. And he's facing a guy in Diaz. Here's the thing here. I think Diaz has way more experience, like a ton more experience, right? Has faced better opposition. I think, now, I don't know. This is the thing. Like, on the feet, here's the problem for Diaz. It's chin up in the air when he's striking. And honestly, I feel like he's a little bit chinny. He's getting hurt in a lot of these fights, even the fights that he's not getting knocked out in. Marcin Bandel hurt him. But Bandel is a very good grappler, though. Like, he won via grappling. But he almost finished Bandel in round 3. So, like, his cardio seems to be okay or fine. But I have questions about his chin. He's a black belt. They say he's a 2-stripe black belt. He seems okay on the ground. I wouldn't say he's great, honestly. I think he's okay on the ground. But listen, he had that Suliev stretch. I don't know if you saw it against Venilto Antunes, the guy that fought on Contender Series before.
I couldn't find that fight.
So
that's the only one I wanted to see.
I'll tell you where to find it. Go on his IG. It's there. So he has the guy. He has the guy in a triangle, and he's trying to get an armbar on him. And Ventulo won't let him get the armbar. Like, he has his hands clasped. So he's like, okay, you don't want me to get the armbar? He grabs his leg and gives him a Suliev stretch while the guy's in a triangle. The guy insta-taps. Yeah, he fucked him up bad. So he submitted him like that. I mean, he seems like he's a legit black belt. I'm not going to say he's not a good black belt. I think he's legit. Look at the guy he got the black belt from. I looked that guy up. He's really, really, like, known in Brazil. Go look at his IG, the guy that gave him his second stripe.
I'll have to take a look.
Yeah, I think he has a legit black belt, honestly. And but the thing is, he's chinny, and that's what scares me against a guy like Donovan. But man, like, there's too many fucking questions on Donovan for him to be a favorite. Honestly, there really is. And by the way, Luis Felipe Diaz's manager is Abdulaziz. So like, I don't know what to think of this fight. Like Donovan is coming from again, I think he got signed by Iridium, didn't he?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like, I think the Ali signing the guys, you have to remember how these management companies work. They sign everybody they possibly can so that they can start getting paychecks right away. And then if one of those prospects takes hold, then they get more and more and more, whatever. So they just sign everybody.
That makes sense. The guy's had a 2-year layoff too. I have to say that. Like, that's not good. Like Diaz hasn't.
I actually think though, being signed at this stage is better for Iridium than it is for Ali. I think Ali's prospects, one, we haven't seen them doing very well. Like every time we see an Ali prospect, always ends up losing. But the Iridium guys, they constantly get good matchups, good fights. We see this all the time. I don't know how you could play Diaz here. I don't agree with that his cardio is fine. I think his cardio is pretty bad, honestly. On the feet, I don't think he has much of a process. He kind of just chucks overhands. Like you said, chin up in the air. Offensively grappling, he's not very good. He kind of shoots that double leg and then runs it to the cage, but he doesn't necessarily have a grasp of cage wrestling. Once he actually gets you to the ground, he's fine enough. But I think after a first round, his muscles start to fill up pretty badly. Like his grappling slows. He starts taking shots he doesn't want to take. And I'm only looking at some of the more recent stuff. Like the Luis Cotto fight, I think was one of the worst ones because we actually got to see kind of a full range of his skills. We saw round 1. We saw him start breaking down round 2. And Cotto was just a very patient guy. He wasn't super dangerous. He wasn't going after him. He just kind of counterpunched and stayed there long enough. And in a low volume fight, at least I thought it was kind of low volume. He was pretty tired come round 2. I think Donovan Hedrick, I think he's one of these guys. I kind of look at it like a Bruno Ferreira. When he had first come to the UFC, there was nothing we could really say about him that was bad because he hadn't shown anything bad on tape. No one had touched him. No one had taken him down. Like he just did everything correctly and he beat everybody the way he was supposed to. I think Hedrick right now, to me, he looks very athletic. To me, he looks like he's a pretty educated striker. He can crack on the feet. I think he looks like he scrambles a lot. So even if Luis gets him down, if he's not holding on right away, I think Hedrick's going to scramble up to his feet. I like Hedrick here, man. I just think he's a little sharper. I think he's got more skills. He's a little younger, a little bigger, a little faster, and I think probably going to have better cardio just based on their frames, like how they're built. This dude is a tank, Diaz.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the thing is, I saw if you go back and watch the Bandel fight, there's a ton of grappling, man. Like Bandel's a good black belt. He had him on the ground, multiple positions. But go watch round 3, man. He looked pretty damn He almost finished Bandel in round 3. He looked pretty damn fresh in round 3 there for me. Watching that fight. The Cotto fight, the one you're referring to, Cotto honestly is very underrated fighter. Like his record is deceiving. Yeah, I think he's like 18-7, but he's actually a really good fighter.
Yeah, but we have no idea Hedrick's level. That's the thing. Is Cotto's not some world beater. He's fine.
Sure,
he's underrated and he's fine. But we don't know Hedrick's level.
But we could say the same thing on the opposite side of Hedrick. He could be like literally a can crusher and terrible against.
He could be, but what I'm seeing on tape is the dude can clearly throw a punch. Like he's got a way nicer punch than Diaz. Diaz has a lot of overhands.
Yes, I agree. He's more technical for sure. In my opinion, from what I saw, he's more. But he doesn't strike a lot. He likes to grapple, bro. Like in every fight, he's taking his. I
actually don't even mind that though. I think if he gets Diaz on his back, I imagine Diaz probably off his back. The guy that's kind of aggro like that in the gym is probably used to playing top time a lot more. You can see that in his fights, right? He's always trying to wrestle and get on top. But what if Donovan puts him on his back and starts ground and pounding him? I think that's going to wear out Diaz so badly.
Yeah. I mean,
Hedrick looks like he's in good shape, man. I don't know.
At the end of the day, listen, Hedrick took this fight on like 7 days notice. He's never been past 3 minutes in a fight. He's never seen adversity. I cannot back a guy like that. It's like blind betting a guy, hoping that all these things are correct. Like you need all of these things to be good in order for him, like outside of an early finish, which is possible.
But the thing with Diaz is I've seen that they're not. I think this ultimately just means this is going to be it should be a pass fight.
It should be a pass. Yeah. I'm not
this much uncertainty.
I personally lean on the Diaz side just because of the level of opposition. I've seen him go 3 rounds. He's won a 3-round decision. All these things, I would have to favor the one guy that I have info on. I have zero info on this other guy. and he's literally taken this fight on short notice, which scares me even more that he's not been past 3 minutes, and now he's taking a short notice fight. Listen,
well, there's tons of red flags on both sides. Diaz not fighting for 2 years and then having one fight against a guy in basketball shorts, one fight that's record ineligible. And the other thing too is he's put on a lot of muscle since 2022 when he fought.
I think he's yeah. Like,
well, no shit. And that's what I'm saying. His cardio's gotten worse because he keeps putting on more size, more muscle.
But did you see that he was like the A side, like, because he was booked for a Contender Series. I don't know if you knew that, on September 30th against a complete like can.
Okay, maybe he's the side then. I just think he's not very good.
I'm just talking about that fight. I don't know what's going on here, but that fight, he was fighting this guy from Argentina who is like literal can crusher, and that's 12-1, and I think they were bringing him, to be crushed. But then
Diaz has fought better guys, but he's also lost to all of them. We just have no idea about Hedrick. I think we're probably not going to get anywhere on this.
It's honestly a very tough fight to kind of like say who's going to win here. Honestly, like you're guessing. You're literally guessing.
You're guessing. Yep.
You're guessing.
Throw it up there.
I'm going to take Diaz. You're going to take Hedrick. Let's see what happens. Not with a lot of confidence, honestly. Not
hell no.
Yeah,
this is not my Livingston confidence level.
All right. I think this is the best fight of the night here coming up here. It is in the flyweight division. It is the 25-year-old Imanol Rodriguez, 5'4", 62-inch reach, 5-0, against the 25-year-old Roque Jr., 5'6", 64-inch reach at 10-2. And Brandon, these are flyweights, brother. They're your weight class. You know a lot more about flyweights than anybody. So, all right, kick us off here. I think two really good prospects, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think they're both awesome, man. Like they both just make a lot of good decisions. They're both very, very good fighters. I'm gonna keep this one super simple. I don't have a lot here. I think it's pretty hard to bet against Imanol Rodriguez. I mean, the guy's boxing is so crisp. Even the throws that he was hitting. I wasn't able to watch the Ultimate Fighter fights. But going to a split with Morales is amazing. Knocking out the other dude, knocking out Albert Trujillo. The kid's got dynamite in his hands. His grappling looks ever improved. His cardio is nasty. He puts boxing combinations together. He's got a really good process on the feet, and he's always finding openings, right? Like, you high guard, he touches the body. He's nasty. It's hard for me to ever pick against him. I think that as good as Roque Jr. is, I got Imanol.
I love this fight, man, because when Imanol was in Ultimate Fighter, I'm like, man, this kid deserves to be in the UFC. Like, I was very impressed against Morales. I thought he won the fight against Morales. I thought, he lost the split there. I personally thought he won the fight, but it was super close. It's fine. Morales went in there and won the Ultimate Fighter, right? He dominated that other guy in the finale. And Imanol, like he's a Pan-American combat sambo champion. He's like multiple time in different regions. He's won that combat sambo, bro. And you could see like he is nasty with those body shots that he throws are super nasty for a flyweight. I'm like,
and his height actually helps him so much because he's so small that center of gravity, the wind up, like everything. He's like a little mini Taporia.
Yeah, and that first guy he fought, I mean, he killed him. He wasn't. I wouldn't say that guy is very good. He's from India. I mean, he had good striking, that guy. But yeah, Imanol finished him. The one that really I'm surprised with is him finishing Trujillo. You know how tough Trujillo is, man. Trujillo from Fury FC is an absolute dog. Nobody really finishes him. I think that was the first time he's ever been knocked out, and
it was nasty.
And nasty uppercut. Like he was looking, because you know how Trujillo holds those hands like really tight and like high.
Yeah, he split that guard.
Constantly looking for the uppercut. He knew he was going to land it, and eventually he landed it and dropped him bad. And dude, let me tell you, when he has you hurt, fucking good luck, because he is going to swarm you with like everything, man. And that's the thing with this guy. His cardio is really good. His scrambling ability is really good. He seems very strong. He's just well put together, man, like everywhere. The one fight against Morales, he did get his back taken in round 1 on tough. And Morales is a legit black belt. Like, he's good on the fucking
We just saw what he did in the UFC against that little
He is really crazy good on the ground, bro. And And he had Imanol in trouble, like rear naked chokes. Imanol fought out of all of them. And guess what happened in round 3, Brandon? He took Morales's back. So, like, Imanol is good, man. Like,
dude, they offered me this Imanol fight one time.
Oh my God, dude, what were they trying to do? These guys. You would have subbed him, though. You would have subbed him.
It would have been a fucking hard fight, man. He's so
for
good.
sure. He's a tank. He is definitely a tank. But the one thing we glazed him and we did all this. The one thing I will say is he's extremely hittable. He likes to, Morales was landing so much on him on the feet, which is a red flag. Like, Morales really doesn't strike that much. And he was landing way too much on Imanol in that fight, which I didn't like seeing, right? And the reason why I say that is because this Roque Jr., man, he has a lot of power too. Like, he throws with venom. He's got very good cardio. He's got nasty kicks too. Really, really good kicking game. But the same thing can kind of be said with Roque. Like, he's hittable too. And that's, I think, the difference here. I think Imanol has more power in his hands. You do not want to get hit by this dude, man. He hits very
it's
hard.
his second and third punches that are hurting guys. Those are unbelievable.
Yeah, and he's fast. His hands are fast. Very, very fast combos. So, Roque is going to be a little bit bigger. He's going to be a little bit longer. I do think Roque is also very well-rounded. He's good on the ground. His takedown defense is but they have this loss. It was an absolute robbery, bro, against Dennis Araujo. They robbed his ass bad, man. Like, that, there's no way he lost that fight against Araujo. He, hurt him multiple times in that fight, and they just robbed him. It was 2-1 clearly, and they gave it to Araujo. The other fight, we talked about Hugo Paiva.
Very good.
Very good, and that was early on in his career, and it's an extremely close fight, man. Back and forth war. He hurt Paiva. Paiva hurt him. It was a really good fight, So I do think this line's a little bit wide. I will say that, like, being plus 200 with the skills that Roque Jr. has I do think it's a bit wide because the guy is very, very skilled. And he's got a lot of fucking combat experience, man. Muay Thai, this and that. Like, he's just, so I think it's been a close fight, honestly. I really do. I don't think Imanol is just going to smoke this guy. But ultimately, I do favor Imanol here. I think he wins this fight. Maybe violence, but man, both guys are so tough. That's the only thing. Like,
this reminds me of Chapolin versus Anho. Just like, both guys are good, but one's just that good.
A little bit better.
He's
the it factor. And I honestly do think it's Imanol. I think, there's a reason why the UFC just automatically from tough gave him this opportunity in Dana White's Contender Series to get, but
they love this cast of tough. They love them. Him and Chapolin, and they've kept them in Vegas the whole time, and then training at the Monster Crew with all the Mexicans. Yeah. They love this Imanol kid, and there's 2 of these guys on here on this Contender Series card, but one is not like the other. One is not like the other.
It's not even close, bro. Imanol, Imanol is a stud. To me, he's going to get a lot of wins in the UFC, in my opinion.
Massive prospect. Him and Josh Vanna is going to be a crazy fight someday.
Massive prospect, in my opinion, as well.
And to be honest, Imanol can win that fight.
I do think this Roque Jr. guy will be in the UFC one day as well. That's just my guess. He's young. I think he's really well-rounded, and he's probably eventually going to get there. All right, let's move on. Fight number 4. It is in the bantamweight division. It is the 30-year-old Adrian Luna Martinetti, 5'8", 69-inch reach, and a 16-1 record versus the 25-year-old Mark Vologdin, 5'4". I have no idea what his reach is, but I will say it's like T-Rex arms.
It's 65 inches.
Is
what
it?
It says.
All right.
That's what it says.
All right, we'll give him 65 inches. 12-3-1. And I can kick this one off. So Adrian is Andrea's brother. Do you remember his brother? They're twin brothers.
Yes.
So he lost a split to what's that the Brazilian kid that trains with Diego Lopez, the little Mexican that we picked against. The Fury guy just beat him as a huge underdog. The guy,
I can't remember.
Fuck! How do I not remember his name?
The little 25er with the tattoos on the right arm.
Correct.
Yeah.
So his brother
Costa.
faced him. Alessandro Costa. So his brother faced him in Contender Series. I think he lost a split to him. And they're like identical twins, I guess. They look exactly alike. But man, like
I remember taping that fight now because I thought Costa was so bad, and I still picked him to win, and he still did win. And it wasn't convincing on either side, but I was like, man, Costa's horrible. He's going to win.
yeah, this is the thing with Adrian Luna. And I literally went all the way back because I'm like, let me see, you know, this guy was fighting in UWC and FFC and all these like bad regional promotions. The UWC is a terrible promotion in Mexico. And then FFC, I think, is like in Ecuador or Peru or whatever. And he's fighting these bad guys and no real finishing instincts back then, you know. Then he starts, you know, he takes a little break, then he comes back and he's training in Mexico. It seemed like, you know, he's training with the Entrum guys for a little while. And it seemed like, you know, he was going to be primarily just a grappler. Like he was always like going for takedowns, trying to get people's back, you know, but he was kind of sloppy, honestly, losing position a lot, trying to get the hooks in on the back. He's falling off over and over. I saw that with him, but I do think that he has improved his grappling. Like, being with the PI, he's been at the PI for a while now. It looks like his grappling has improved in his last couple of fights. But the problem is the opponents are like not the best, right? He's not facing really good guys. The last guy, which I don't understand, you got 16 fights. Why are you fighting an 0-0 guy? Like, it's weird to fight an 0-0 guy when you have you're 15-1. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a red flag fight where I guess he beats this guy through injury or whatever. The guy gets injured. It was a really weird outcome in like some weird organization out there now. But I look at this other guy, Vologdin, and two things stick out to me. One, the guy's an absolute tank. Like he's a little like short, stocky. Like you can see he's like physically strong. But my God, spinning bullshit, all fights, every single fight, you know, grappling, very sloppy, man, like literally sloppy fucking back and forth grappling in so many fucking fights. He does a lot of stuff, I feel like, without like, how should I say this? Not using skill, but using like athleticism and explosion. He's really not using like tactics on the ground, like skill, like let's say you're a jiu-jitsu black belt, right? You're doing everything smooth. This motherfucker is just doing everything exploding, you know, just using his athleticism and explosion because he is explosive. He seems to slow down a little, but man, he could just push through, dude. Like this guy, he's a unit, honestly. He really is. He fights out of like so many bad positions that he puts himself into. He seems to have a decent amount of power. But again, this is a fight where, honestly, I could see Martinetti subbing this guy because he does so many stupid shit that he couldn't possibly get him in the submission. And on the feet, like he's got a huge size and reach advantage, but I don't think he uses it well. You know, I don't think he uses his striking very well. So I kind of lean I would say I'm split, honestly. I think Vologdin, just because of the explosive power and the movement and stuff. Maybe Martinetti, because Martinetti is slow, bro. He's very, very slow. That's the one thing I don't like about him. He's super, super slow, too. So he's got way more, not way more experience, but he has more experience. This is a pass fight if I've ever seen one. I don't like either guy. I don't think these guys are getting any fucking wins in the UFC, even if they get there.
I was just going to say that the winner of this fight is going to be one of the worst prospects out of the season. Martinetti is not good, man. He's 30, and I'm trying to be respectful, but his takedown defense is not good. His physicality is actually pretty low too, and he's fought amongst the worst competition like you possibly could fight. And you're right, like him fighting these really bad guys so late into his career is just weird. Like you're 30 years old now. You need to be making that push for the UFC, and you're still fighting the guy with the colored hair who I watched get run over in every single UWC video. It's like, all right, man, come on. Vologdin is crazy too. And my first instinct was, all right, well, one, Vologdin's in the wrong weight class. Like he's 5'4". Be serious. He can make 25. I thought that Martinetti was some massive giant. He's only 5'8", but he looks huge in this matchup, right? But I hate his physicality. That's the thing, is he gets pushed around a lot. He gets taken down at will. I think he's got okay counters. I think his hands are fast when he actually does throw, but he takes a long time to throw anything. His main weapon that he's going to have in this fight is going to be his front kicks. He's got really good teep kicks. But my biggest issue with Martinetti is he doesn't use his length, like you said. He stands square when he punches. Everything is always squared up. And Vologdin also is always square. And so now when I'm looking at these guys, Vologdin's always pressuring. He's always foot on the gas. And he's so small that his punches are going to be a lot quicker to the target. And he works the body a lot more, big overhands. And then at any point, I figure he can mix in wrestling and get on top of Martinetti. I really wanted Martinetti because I'm seeing Vologdin spin all the time. And I'm like, Martinetti's just going to grab him and hold him down. Like when he spins, it's going to be something stupid. But man, I just like the forward pressure of Vologdin is something I like a lot. And it's the two square stances that's going to get me. So for that reason, I do agree it's a pass fight. But if I had to make a pick, I'm going to pick Vologdin, but with pretty low confidence, because the other issue that he has is he doesn't really have good entries. And I think him navigating past that range is going to be really tough for him, because he just kind of walks in. He doesn't move his head. He doesn't feint. He doesn't have setups. He just walks forward. So I'm going to pick Vologdin, but with, like you said, low confidence here.
Yeah, I mean, where do they fucking find these guys? It's insane to me. Like, they went to whatever. This guy trains with All-Stars. He trains with all those guys at All-Stars too. The kid that's in the UFC that fought Oliveira, that war that came on short notice. He trains with this guy all the time.
Yeah,
and it's like
really good.
And it's like, how do you guys go to Europe, go to all these gyms, and out of all these fucking good prospects, you choose this motherfucker to bring him out? It's like, I don't get it. And it's not like they're giving Martinetti a slam dunk, because he's not even good himself. So it's like, who are they trying to push here? Who do they want?
I have no idea, because there's two notable gyms, right? All-Stars is big one, and then they got the monster guys. But
this isn't impossible. He's at PI. This guy's been training at PI for a while now.
Well, when I say the monster gym, that's the Iridium gym with Moreno.
Yeah. Look at Big Bird. Look at this guy. I love how you guys look like Vologdin's brother. Did you see that? UFC 205 did it.
Yeah, he's solid, man. We only have one more week. What are you going to do with only one more week of graphics?
Got one more week. Yep. That's all we got left. All right. We got 335 people now. They picked it up, Brandon. They picked it up. 335 live viewers.
They knew where the real action was. It's not in football.
Yeah, it's not there, but the action's going to be here in the main event of the night. It is in the lightweight division. It is the 30-year-old Magomed Zaynukov, 5'11", 74-inch reach with a 7-0 record, versus the 29-year-old Lucas Caldas, 6 foot, 72-inch reach, 6-1. Brandon, this one's yours. Last one for week number 9.
Yeah, this is man, congratulations to everybody who got that super early number on Caldas. That was crazy opener. What, plus 700 is what some people got?
750 looks like.
That's nuts. That's nuts. This is a crazy one to me. Like, I don't love Magomed. I don't really love him. His style is it's like that weird Russian striking style. Like, they don't put stuff together. It's a lot of bouncing, a lot of lead leg teep kicks, and a lot of no wind up front lead leg head kicks and stuff like that. I just don't love the style. And then the biggest issue is in the fight. Hold on, let me pull up his record here. In his fight against
Tamerlan's fight, I'm gonna guess.
Let me see. Whatever fight got extended to the second round.
Yeah, Tamerlan fight. I knew you were going to mention that one, because that's the one.
Yeah, because he slowed down so badly, and not even much happened in that fight. Like, it was a pretty timid fight. He's very good. He's very explosive, and I honestly assume that's why he slows down so much. Because if you notice the way that he bounces, everything is a bounce to recoil and fire back, right? So when people swing at him, he bounces off the back foot, and everything is fast, twitchy, very explosive muscles, and he does have a very good check hook. If he wins this fight early in the fight, that's how I see it happening, because Caldas, one thing he does do is he does walk into range with his hands down a lot of times. And Zaynukov.
Okay.
Zaynukov, his check hook is insanely fast, and he springs into it. That's why he's always bouncing off that back foot. But that being said, Caldas is going to be one of the better strikers that he's fought. And yeah, he just fought the Poles guy, William Poles.
He was destroying him in that fight. Yeah, I mean, he just beat up Poles for 3 rounds. He almost finished him like multiple times.
Yeah, he did, but Poles was in his face the entire time too, and Poles really didn't throw anything. I rate Caldas much higher than I do Poles. I think Caldas has really nice body work. He puts combinations together. He's super, super high volume. And even his grappling didn't look bad. He kind of like had an awareness of what to do. He keeps his hips there. He's got good reactions on that stuff. And as Zaynukov starts grappling early and his cardio looked bad from just striking, then what? Then what happens round 2? Maybe this will be a better live bet because I think Zaynukov is going to win the first round. I think he is very sharp, very dynamic and explosive. But if Caldas makes it out of round 1, I think we see a very tired Zaynukov kind of let Caldas take over. Very often in his fights, he does put his back against the cage and he kind of plays that very negative game, which I don't love. And he is a sharp counter striker, but I think the value here is in Caldas in a striking fight. How could you not?
Yeah, I mean, I have a little different take than you, to be honest. I think Magomed actually is a really good striker. I think he's
very good. Very, very good.
I really was impressed with his kicking game. Reminds me a lot of like those Nurmagomedov guys, like
Umar and
by the way, he's trained with them like entire life. According to his IG, he's been with them like forever. So you can see his game is kind of the same, little bouncy, moving their hands a lot, like, but they're throwing just a ton of kicks most of the time, right?
That's what I'm saying. I hate that game. Like, I hate a game that doesn't have.
And he has a very similar game to them. You could see it like on tape, like he does. And I agree with you. He does. The one part where you're saying he slows down, he definitely slows down. And almost every fight that is extended, even the last one against this Shakhmar Sidagov guy that's 7-1-1. I'm not going to say that guy's terrible. Obviously,
I thought he was good.
It's probably pretty good, So, but he won that fight. The Tamerlan fight, he really slowed down. But quite honestly, with Caldas, this is my issue with him, Brandon. He's been hurt in multiple fights, bro. Like 3 or 4 fights that I've watched, he was hurt bad. This 3-6 guy, Lucas Ramos, hurt him like 3 different times in one round. It was like crazy to see. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? This guy keeps hurting him, and he's 3-6. This Lucas Ramos guy. So that was a terrible look when I watched that fight. I did not like that whatsoever. But you go to a lot of these fights, to be honest, and yes, he's winning them and he's finishing these guys, but a lot of these guys are buzzing and hurting him, man, and they're not good. So
that's what I'm saying. He's down for the get down. He likes to be in your face. But my only thing with him is those guys are hurting him with hands. And Zaynukov, the only thing he has is like that left hook, and everything else is kicks. It's just different. The range is different.
But he's so much better technically, man. So much better.
He is.
And guys that are wild like this are just, especially when they're like, I'm seeing him getting hurt against bad guys. I just think he's not going to see a punch. He's going to get fucking floored, man. I really do. I don't think, like, I get the 750. I would bet it. I don't think he's value anymore at 350. I honestly don't.
Interesting. Narco, honestly, I think the way to play this, and I think I just said this too, because I do agree with you. I think Zaynukov is going to either knock him out in the first round, or I think he's going to win it very clearly. But yeah, I think this is a live play of all live plays. I mean, you're already starting out with a pretty solid number.
That's
and when he
exactly
loses,
what I would do. See what happens. Does this guy slow down Zaynukov? And the other thing is Caldas. We don't even know if, I don't think he's ever even been past 2, right? Yeah, he's never been past 2 rounds. So,
but I can tell the way that Caldas strikes. So he's got cardio. You can tell.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I think he's kind of the marauder type. He's not going to slow down. He's going to be in your fucking face, throwing a bunch. But man, his defense is so bad, man. I can't get over.
That's what I'm saying. He's always in the pocket with his hands down,
hands down, winging hooks. It's like
he's got this confidence about him. I think he's just fighting such low level guys that he knows they can't really hurt him, and then they do, surprisingly. But yeah, it says hands down.
The style is aggressive striker. Like that's literally what he does. Like just
this is your Costa and Penis from last week.
Yeah, that's literal. I mean, but obviously Zaynukov's way more skilled than Costa. But yeah, yeah, man, I can't bet this guy, honestly. Caldas, I really can't. I think live bet, like you said, is probably better. See what Zaynukov looks like after, if he doesn't finish in round 1, what does he look like? Caldas does have power. I will give him that. You don't want to get hit with his shots.
His boxing is very clean. He can punch his ass off.
He goes to the body. He goes to the head, which is it's good. It's good. But defensively, holy fuck, is he bad? And I don't
recall. Very good defensively. Very good defensively.
And I don't recall much of a kicking game from Caldas, honestly. I don't remember if he kicked much at all. But listen, 750, yeah, I would have definitely played Caldas because he's like one of those guys you kind of want to back as a huge dog like that because he will chuck. He will fight for your money, right? He will fight for your money. He might get knocked out, but he'll fight for your money. So,
but he's gonna build. He's gonna be there.
And that's the thing. Like, I wanted to see Zaynukov be like a really good wrestler grappler, and it would be easy, a lot easier. But he really never grapples ever. You have to it's counter grappling with him. That's it.
I think he's going to in this fight because of Caldas' style. Yeah, I think because of Caldas' style to break the pressure. I think so.
Yeah, that's very possible. I mean, some of these. I mean, he could definitely wrestle this guy. I could tell you that. Like, he for sure can wrestle him if he wants.
Path of least resistance. I don't really know why he wouldn't, outside of saving himself from getting tired. Yeah,
maybe getting a contract. Like trying to finish because he might not be that good on the ground, like as far as submissions and shit like that. So I don't know. Yeah, it's an interesting fight. I honestly think Zaynukov should make it look easy. Honestly, I don't know. Caldas is too wild for me. He's way.
I like Caldas though. He's fun. I'm going to pick Zaynukov to win, but like I said, I think that live Caldas bet could be something.
Yeah, it very, very well could be a live bet. All right, all 5 fights, Brandon. Thank you very much. 375 live viewers. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel, please. Really appreciate it. We'll give the floor to my co-host so he can tell you where you can find him and all his stuff.
Yes, thank you so much, man. Hey, thank you guys all for tuning in with us. It's been 9 weeks. I remember Pierce and I have tried to do this so many times, like 2 or 3 years in a row we've tried to do this. We make it about 3 weeks before I'm like, all right, Pierce, you got to find somebody else. But man, we've been grinding it out 9 straight weeks. Next week is the last one. Thank you guys all for joining us. It's been super fun. Narco getting to know you more and texting you more. It's been great. Santino DeFranco on YouTube. That's where we do the weekly show. I'm taking this week off. I just felt like I need this week off. Yeah, that's it. Other than that, just Brandan Olivas on social medias, BRANDAN, Brandan. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. You've been here through all 9 weeks. We got one more left.
I like to make you sweat too. Every week. We've done this for 9 weeks. You think I'm going to be late every single week.
Wait, time out. I didn't say anything today. Yes. I didn't say anything today.
I made it just before I buzzer beat it every time. I'm always there.
Yeah, by the way, guys, this guy makes me sweat I'm like, is he gonna come in? Where is he? But this week I'm like, wait. He's been doing this every week. I'm gonna just not say anything.
Where are you at, man? Where are you at? It's like 10 minutes early.
I've caught on after fucking 8 weeks. It took me 8 weeks to catch on.
I'm always to the minute, man.
It's been great. Yeah, we've got a little bit closer here. We talk a little bit more. We went to dinner. So yeah, man, it's been great, man. Great year. I mean, we've been actually doing really, really well. Outside of 1 week, I think we've been pretty spot on.
The Justice Torres week, but
yeah,
other than that
week was brutal. Yeah. But yeah, thank you to everybody for joining. Again, go follow Brandon, hit the like, subscribe, go to his YouTube channel as well, and we'll see you guys next week for Dana White's Contender Series, week number 10.